Are you sick of that sinking feeling you get every time you look at your credit card bills? That feeling like you're working hard, but just digging yourself into a deeper hole? That knot in your stomach when you think about your loans? The interest that just keeps piling up? And the fear that you'll be stuck in debt for the rest of your life? Hey, you're not alone. And I promise you, it does not have to be this way. When you're deep in debt, it's easy to feel like you'll be there forever. But you can break the cycle. In this video, I'm going to give you a simple, step-by-step plan that's helped thousands of people finally break free from debt. This isn't some magic trick or a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a real, proven system for taking back control of your finances. So stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable roadmap to start crushing your debt for good. All right. This first step can be the toughest one for a lot of people, but it's absolutely the most important. You have to face the numbers. You can't fight an enemy you don't understand, and right now, debt is the enemy. So, we're going to do a full debt inventory. I want you to grab a piece of paper, open a spreadsheet, whatever works for you. You're going to make a list of every single dollar you owe. For each debt, every credit card, every personal loan, your car payment, student loans, all of it. Write down 4 things: who you owe, how much you owe, the interest rate or APR, and what your minimum monthly payment is. I get it. This can be painful. Seeing that total number might feel like a punch to the gut, but this isn't a moment for shame. This is the moment you start taking back control. Knowledge is power, and today you're empowering yourself by getting the full picture. This list is your starting line. It's the map of the battlefield. From here on out, every decision we make is about conquering the debts on this list, one by one. This is about more than just numbers. It's a complete mindset shift. You're no longer just letting debt happen to you. As of today, you are actively planning its destruction. Now that you know exactly what you're up against, we need to figure out where your money is actually going. A lot of people hear the word budget and they instantly think of restriction, deprivation, and never having fun again. Let's reframe that. A budget isn't a cage, it's a plan. It's just you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it all went. One of the easiest ways to do this is with the 50-30-20 rule. It's simple. You take your after-tax income and split it into 3 buckets. First, 50% of your income is for your needs. These are the things you absolutely have to pay for: your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, and insurance. These are the non-negotiables. Next, 30% is for your wants. This is everything else: dining out, entertainment, shopping, hobbies. This category is important too. A plan that's all work and no play is a plan that you'll never stick with. Finally, and this is the key for our mission, 20% of your income goes to savings and debt repayment. For now, while you're in full-on debt attack mode, this entire 20% and any extra cash we can find is going to be aimed directly at your debt. Try tracking your spending for a month and see how it lines up with these percentages. You'll probably find places you can cut back. That daily coffee, the subscription you forgot about, the impulse buys on Amazon, every dollar you can redirect from your wants becomes another weapon in your arsenal against debt. Okay, you've got your list of debts and you've got a spending plan to free up some cash. Now it's time to pick your strategy. This is where we get into the 2 most effective methods for paying off debt: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. First up, the debt avalanche. If you're a pure numbers person, this one's for you. With this strategy, you put all your extra money toward the debt with the highest interest rate, while making minimum payments on everything else. It's mathematically the fastest way to pay off debt because it saves you the most money on interest. Once that high interest debt is gone, you roll all that money over to attack the debt with the next highest interest rate, and so on. Now let's talk about the debt snowball. With this method, you ignore the interest rates and focus on the balances. You list your debts from the smallest balance to the largest. You make minimum payments on everything, but throw every extra dollar you have at that smallest debt until it's completely gone. Why? Because when you pay off that first debt, you get a quick, powerful win. That feeling builds momentum. You then take the entire payment from that paid off debt and roll it onto the next smallest one. Your snowball of payments gets bigger and bigger, and you start knocking out debts faster and faster. So which one's better? Well, the math says the Avalanche saves you more money, but personal finance is more about human behavior than it is about math. The debt snowball is often more powerful because those psychological wins keep you motivated. Seeing a whole account disappear gives you the fuel to keep going. For that reason, I'm a huge fan of the debt snowball. Pick the method that you know you'll stick with, because consistency is what will get you to the debt-free finish line. If you really want to speed up your journey out of debt, you have to play both offense and defense. Your defense is cutting expenses. Your offense is increasing your income. Let's start with defense. Go back to that spending plan and take a hard look at your wants. Be ruthless. Remember, this isn't forever. It's a temporary season of focused intensity. Call your cell phone provider, your cable company, your car insurance, and ask them for a lower rate. You'd be amazed how often a simple phone call works. Cancel subscriptions you aren't using. Plan your meals to cut down on food waste and pricey takeout. Try a no-spend challenge for a month. Every single dollar you save is another dollar you can throw at your debt. Now for the fun part, offense. Increasing your income is the fastest way to move up your debt-free date. What skills do you have? Can you do some freelance work? Think about a temporary part-time job on evenings or weekends. Sell stuff around your house you don't use anymore. Old electronics, clothes, furniture. Driving for a rideshare service, dog walking, tutoring. These side hustles can bring in hundreds of extra dollars a month. Just think of it as a short-term sprint. And remember, this extra cash isn't for spending. It's pure fuel for your debt-crushing fire. As you get deeper into your journey, you might look at other tools like debt consolidation or balance transfers. These can be helpful, but you have to approach them with caution. Debt consolidation is when you take out one new loan to pay off a bunch of other debts, hopefully at a lower interest rate. A balance transfer card might offer you 0% interest for a year or two, giving you a window to pay down debt without interest fighting you. But here's the catch. These are tools, not magic wands. The biggest risk is you pay off all your credit cards with a loan. Feel like you have all this breathing room and then start swiping them again because you never fixed the spending habits that got you into trouble. You can end up in an even deeper hole. Only consider these options if you get a much lower interest rate and you are 100% committed to your spending plan. Also, be careful with debt settlement companies that promise they can cut your debt in half. Many of them charge huge fees and can wreck your credit. You can often get better results just by calling your creditors yourself and explaining your situation. They'd rather work with you on a payment plan than get nothing at all. Let's recap the game plan. 1. You faced the numbers and made a complete list of your debts. 2. You created a spending plan to tell your money where to go. 3. You chose your weapon, the snowball or the avalanche. 4. You're playing offense and defense by cutting costs and boosting your income. And 5. You know which advanced tools to consider and which traps to avoid. This is the path. It's not easy and it takes real discipline, but it is a proven path to financial freedom. Just imagine for a second what your life would feel like with no credit card payments, no personal loans. Imagine your entire paycheck belonging to you, to save, to invest, to build the life you actually want. That's what you're fighting for. That freedom is worth every little sacrifice along the way. You can do this. If this video gave you a clear plan and a little motivation, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more videos to help you master your money. And if you know someone who's feeling crushed by the weight of debt, please share this with them. You could change their life. Now, go start your plan.